Have you ever wondered why is it so important that we engage in self-care activities so that it helps us to live our best lives? What are the secrets behind the importance of self-care? If you've been wondering these things, then today I will be talking about the whats and the whys of self-care. And if this is for the first time we're meeting, my name is MEGHA MATHUR and I welcome you to my channel, Let's Talk Mental Health to live your best life. So let's begin. What is self-care? Let's answer with that basic question first. Self-care is the way with which you ground yourself again, to engage in activities where you self-reflect on your feelings, your emotions, your behaviors, your actions, your words, whatever it is that you need to make yourself feel better again, to make yourself feel you again. What is self-care not? Self-care is not a selfish activity. When I used to counsel my clients, I would tell them to engage in self-care activities. And guess what was one of the reasons that they said they couldn't engage in self-care activities? Because they were always giving time to others. We drain ourselves to a point where we are not helping them and we're not helping ourselves. So let's ingrain this in our mind, that when we engage in self-care activities, it is to make ourselves better. It is to make our best side come out again. Because if we are stressed and if we are anxious, or if we feel anger, then we are projecting that out again to the rest of the world, to our families, to our friends. So I want you to repeat this after me. What is self-care not? Self-care is not selfish. So repeat it. Self-care is not selfish. What does self-care mean to you? Yes, I want you to answer this question. Because if you don't have the reasoning behind having a self-care routine, then you're not going to engage in it. We have to be honest about it, right? We have to be honest about the fact that we will not engage in self-care activities if it doesn't have a meaning behind it. Some examples could include maybe you self-reflecting on your day, maybe understanding why you behaved a certain way, or what hurt your feelings, or what was your action that made you feel something. What was the action of others that made you feel something? Maybe it is a routine where you are just doing physical exercise to release the stress toxins out because that is what your body needs. Or maybe you're just engaging in a self-care activity where you're not doing anything, which is also absolutely fine. That is okay. But you need to give yourself a purpose of why self-care is important. What does it mean to you? Because once you have that question answered, you will engage in self-care activities and you will feel better again. So why is self-care important? In order for me to help you understand that, I need to briefly describe what happens to you when you are going through stress. If your mind perceives an imminent threat or danger to you, you are put either in a fight mode or a flee mode, which means you are either going to fight the situation or you're going to run away from the situation to keep yourself safe and secure and protect yourself. Now, if you have an understanding of the symptoms prior to the stress response, such as sweating, dilated pupils, increased heartbeat, tensing of muscles, you will be able to stop the stress response from happening right away and not put yourself in a fight or a flee mode. And this is where this is important. Because if you have an understanding of your stress response and what exactly your body is going through, you can immediately take a time out and figure out why you felt a stress response. Self-care creates a healthy relationship with your mind and your body, and they get in sync together and help you create a positive sphere around you even before you feel a psychological threat. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you, what are some of the self-care activities that you use or have used in the past? What were some of the benefits that you saw from it? I would love to hear your comments, and I would love to hear what was it that you found the most benefit from using a self-care activity. I hope you found benefit from this video. I hope you were able to understand why self-care activities are so important, and that you will only engage in self-care activities if there is a meaning behind it, if there is a purpose behind it. Now, if all of these things have resonated with you, then do subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications button so that you don't miss out on my next video, where I will talk about the different types of self-care routines that you can use and implement them in your day-to-day life. I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, live your best life.